You know, Rick, I have an idea. We should give every one of our guests one of these cocktails.
Oh, yes, please, and thank you.
I don't think we'd hear anyone object to that. Let's talk about Scrubzz. We have something really exciting, and this just has been available for, well, since the 21st of this month, and that is a super size. They listened to you, and you said the original size of about an 8 by 8. You wanted it a little bigger. Now they're almost 11 by 11 inches. They do exactly what we loved about the original Scrubzz rinse-free single-use bath sponges. And what we did today was we gave you a set of 3 20-count packs, 60 total, obviously. They're no rinse. And then you get to tell us whether you want the original or whether you're feeling more like you'd like to try the lavender. Most of you will buy more than one set because, unfortunately, these don't have auto delivery because that's how in demand they are. We can't fulfill that as of yet. Emily Scott is with us. Hi, Miss Emily.
Good morning.
How are
Happy
you?
Sunday.
Thank
So
you.
happy
You
to be
too.
here.
You too.
Yeah.
This is a perfect day for it because it is. I mean, we're indoors and it's hot. I couldn't imagine if somebody's outside and they're mowing their lawn and doing the gardening, and you know, maybe you're at the beach and you know how you have all that SPF. You need to wash it off before you can get in the car.
Absolutely.
Right?
Scrubs have been this incredible phenomenon. I call it the wet it, wash it, and wipe it clean, wipe it dry. You literally wet them, you wash your entire body, and you wipe without having to rinse off, which is incredible. These have been the phenomenon, but we did hear from some people who said, I need more coverage, I need more clean, I need more lather. How about 80% more? That's what this brand new offer is all about.
Show us again, because when I said 8 by 8 compared to 11 by 11, I couldn't really visualize it.
Right.
But that you can visualize.
Yeah, you really can. So not only is it bigger, but it's more lather, more suds, more clean, more coverage. And that's the big north.
And just by using one of these sponges, that's the beauty of it. 9,000 have already been ordered as the big deal price. So you're saving money. You're saving a good $5. 5 easy pays. Want to use your Q card on that. 3 easy pays. You want to use any card. But they're less than $9 to get them home. And they come just like this.
Yeah, absolutely. So this was just dry. I added about a tablespoon, maybe 2 of water. And you see what has happened. This blooms into the most incredible lather. This is soap and shampoo that does not have to be rinsed off. So you can go ahead and wash your entire body. They can handle where the bathing suit can cover. You can shampoo your hair so you get that all nice and clean. But this is the part that has made Scrubzz such a phenomenon. You towel dry, no rinsing, and you're left with the most incredibly clean skin with no sticky tightness, residue, dryness. It just feels clean and smells fresh.
So there's so many uses that you've told us about. You know, some of you camp, you're hiking, some of you have that beach vacation and, you know, before you put the kids or yourself in the car for that matter. You've got kids that play sports or they're dancers, you know, before they get into, and I told you, you know, Nick was a ballet dancer for years, and you think those pretty ballet shoes, woo, sometimes they get in the car by themselves. And you know then the feet are smelly. This way you clean up before you get in the car.
Exactly.
Maybe most importantly, though, is taking care of the people we love.
Absolutely. We all play that role of caretaker, and we're all differently abled from time to time. Sometimes getting into the shower isn't possible. Sometimes getting into a wet, slippery shower isn't a good idea. My dad gets bouts of vertigo, so he always has Scrubzz on hand. Those are the days where, like, Dad, do not chance it.
Your dad's not so young.
He's 87 and lives by himself. He actually has to bathe with a cane, you know, and we don't want him to slip. But you can use these in the shower in lieu of everything if you're on vacation. You can throw them in sandwich bags and take them with you. You can cut them in half, which is so great.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You saw me shampoo my hair. A lot of times getting in the shower up here, shampooing and rinsing can really be too much. This is a way to stay clean, keep your hair clean because it's soap and shampoo
and it makes
together.
You feel so much better.
Doesn't it?
You know, you always tell that beautiful story about your grandmother and how it was so upsetting and hard for her to lean over the sink so that you could wash her hair.
And her skin was so delicate and so, you know, we had to wash and rinse every bit of soap and shampoo off of her or she'd really have a problem. And she was so uncomfortable standing and she wanted her hair done like dippity-doo, the whole thing.
Oh, I love dippity.
But to be, I know, right? We love that. But to be able, if she could have sat in an easy chair or
Right.
laid in bed and we could have shampooed her hair then. It would have been so much more comfortable for her.
And Emily, you said it. You're laying in bed, and now you're not getting that person drenched, wet, and, and then you have to ask them to move so you can change the sheets and all that stuff. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
I love how you always say you do this when you come in from outside when you're gardening. It's true.
Well, you know, I garden with my heart, so that means dirt. I think you said
Yes.
you had dirt in your teeth.
If I don't have dirt in my teeth
got
when
the
I came in, I need to go
dirt
back
here.
out, right?
Exactly.
It sticks everywhere, and you're hot and you're sweaty, and,
Well, and you don't
want to bring that in.
all that dirt in. If you're
Yeah.
taking young kids to the park, what a joy. But, you know, they get dirty. My middle daughter, she was such a mud pie of a kid. You know, we would have loved these. We would have loved these
Yeah.
for diaper incidents. And, you know, it's just life. Life gets messy. Life gets dirty.
And that's the nice thing about it, because they aren't like a paper. They're more like, I mean, obviously we called them a sponge, but how would you describe it?
I say they're like felt. It almost
I think
feels
that's a good
soft.
description.
It's
See that?
spun like felt. And you know, if you have stitches or if you've had surgery, it's soft on your skin.
That's
So it's
important.
not irritated. And a lot of those wipes, you can actually take your thumb and kind of put them through the wipes. This is one I've already used, and I want to show you. These are meant to last. These are meant to do your entire body without breaking down, without getting holes in them or anything like that. But the joy of having 80% more size, 80% more shampoo, 80% more soap means if you've got a bigger job or if you're caretaking, sometimes when you're bathing somebody caretaking, you kind of do it in steps and stages. So you do the front, you wipe that down and whatever. So one of these really can last a whole body.
That's awesome. And you can, if it gets a little dry, you just add a little bit more water to it, you know, maybe a little warm water, whatever, you know, whatever works for whatever situation you're in. These are also a beautiful thing to send to someone who you know has an upcoming surgery, something that might be going through a baby's shower gift. You get 3 packs, that's the beauty. And Frank, you said how many? 600 already ordered just this morning. Just be careful, we have water on the floor. I don't want you to go anywhere.
We're bathing, we're getting clean here.
We are.
Yeah.
V88287. Again, the original ones were a big hit, but they listened to you, and now we have 80% larger.
Yes.
Look how large these are.
Absolutely, and with just a little bit of water, this is completely dry except where I put that water. In seconds, I want you to see this right before your eyes, and this is what's so incredible. So whether you're on the go or you're a little more homebound, you can wash, I always say everything except your eyeballs. So truly hair to toe clean. If you get that little personal summer at work, and you need to go in the restroom at work and clean up a bit, this is a great way to be discreet. But I love the reviews that say things like, "You've made my life a little bit easier as a caretaker." They're little love letters, I think. I love that we do that. That's what we want to do. We want to keep you clean. We want to make sure everybody has that dignity of feeling clean, smelling fresh, but we want to make it easier for you.
Yeah. I mean, we all get there eventually. We're in different stages of our lives. So whether we're talking about you with your young kids, these are dynamite. And the nice thing about them, and you always say that if you don't want to keep the whole pack in, you know, just put a couple in a sandwich bag and put it in that baby bag with you and take it with you. You can even cut it in half if you don't need all that big one. That's the nice thing. They're not scratchy. When you dry yourself off, you don't need to rinse yourself at all. You feel like you put light moisturizer on. So
It does.
Original to lavender. What is original?
I would say clean laundry. It's a fresh, clean smell. I think everybody universally loves that one. The lavender is a little bit florally, but it's also a little bit kind of woodsy too. It's kind of like a neutral floral, if that even makes sense. I love the lavender.
The lavender.
Oh, it smells so good. And I love when I get off
like
air and I can smell, you know, I just smell so
Just a
good.
little bit.
All
Just
day.
a light-
just light.
Light trace of lavender.
Yeah.
So most of you buy more than one set of these because we don't have auto delivery and nothing's going to happen to them as long as they're dry.
No expiration date. As long as they stay dry, they stay good forever.
Excellent, excellent. Remember the buy that you're getting. I figured it out with the shipping and handling. It's 51 cents a single sponge, 51 cents, and they're on the go. All you need is just a little bit of water. It could be from a water bottle or from the water fountain. 10,000 now. That's a big, big deal. That's what a big deal is all about. There's only so many that we can offer you at this price. So go ahead, even if you're thinking, I'm not sure if I'm going to use these. I
bet
bet
you
you'll
will.
find ways to
Yeah,
use them, without a doubt.
absolutely.
Without a doubt. Emily, thank you so much.
Happy
Always
Sunday.
a pleasure. Thank
Always
you.
a
You
pleasure.
too. You
Thank
too.
you.